welcome to the 4D speed spaghettification of the universe. I am very attractive, and with me, as always, is the Chris Stein to my Debbie Harry, Magas.
Thank you. Welcome to my baby, the 3D Speed Series. Because I'm the admin and the organizer, and you guys give me a headache about this series.
And what weird motherfucking track are we on here now, motherfucker?
We are at the WeatherTech Laguna Seca track out in California, hence the desert, around us.
I thought it was Iguana Seca. Fonts are weird.
No, it's Laguna. Just turning my video down just a little bit.
Gross. You're going to turn it up all the way.
This is the opening round of the 3D Speed Winter 2021 series, and this will be a 40-minute race, GT3 cars in a Assetto Corsa Competizione, and we're coming to the end of qualifying here. Everyone's trying to get their last second laps in. Andreas Lacutis coming across the line there. He moves up into 19th place. Good job by him. And must say, there's a serious bronze candidate there. Dixon Hurst up in 12th place. Good work, Dixon. As Guillermo Martinez pulls the plug on this lap. He is, he's up in 7th place. He's got to be pretty happy about that.
Good job, Guillermo.
Ayrton Tobin coming to the line in his Lamborghini Huracan. Representing the CT Racing Team. I refuse to tell you what the CT actually stands for because it is dumb.
It's cock torture.
Keep in mind, the team is consisting of Ayrton Tobin and Matt Higgs, so you can probably guess why it's dumb.
It's continual telepathic communication.
And looks like Ayrton's pulling out of this one right before the corkscrew. Must not have had a good lap going on there.
Quitter.
Wow, I mean, time's running out. We're in the wait time, the overflow time between the qualifying and the race. So basically, everyone can finish the lap they're on, and that's about it.
Somebody's coming. Stop! You're gonna die like a shark. Wait,
somebody's coming to the line there, and it is Andreas trying to get another good one in. Let's see, did he do well? No one. Oh, yes, he did. Moved up into 17th. Andreas Lasutis pulling out the stops at the end here in the R Motorsport car, which is the car selected by the ESR Academy team for this season. Team consisting of Justin Swan, Andreas Lasutis, Dave Nelson, and who's their fourth again? My brain
Jimmy
is
Joe Bob.
McLaughlin, Josh McLaughlin.
McLaughlin.
And the session is officially over as Trevor Cheney. I think that's Trevor anyways. Trevor and his brother Seth both race in the series, and they run the same car. And I think only one of them is here today. So I think if we see a Cheney, it is Trevor.
I think they're both driving the same car at the same time.
Oh, that would be interesting. That will be coming up in the Enduro series, which is kicking off later this month. And that will be potentially driver swaps. That'll be interesting. All right. Didn't see who was the pole sitter. Didn't really get a great rundown of the starting grid, but we are ready to roll here. Focusing on Cheney, who starts from pretty solid 22nd position there, actually, for a bronze driver. Looks like he's the third highest bronze behind Dixon Hurst in 12th and Andreas in 17th. Interesting, Antonio Garda, the pro driver, is down in 32nd place. He must have had a very rough time through qualifying.
I agree.
As the cars move up and down and up and down as they go. Basically, if you see a car with its back end in the air, that means it's in the pit lane. But it's in the garage making some kind of setup adjustment. So, final fuel calculations, maybe a slight change in tires if they weren't quite happy with them. Maybe a little bit of brake tweaking, I don't know. But we got 40 minutes here of Laguna Seca. Forecast is dry, which is good because Laguna Seca in the wet is a nightmare. And we look like we're okay. Oh, there we go. We got the pole position. Dominic Turcotte will lead us away from Andrew Burke, Paul Riccobeni, Quinn Smith, the newcomer, Mika Watt, Jeff Wentworth, Guillermo Martinez, Chris Johnston, top silver driver Mike Jeffries, and Simeon Naku, your top 10. And the countdown is finalizing here. We've got cars from Audi, Porsche, Ferrari, Lexus, Mercedes. A lot of Mercedes. A lot of Aston Martins in the field. Lamborghini. I think that's it. We have a Bentley register, but I don't think he attended this round. It's Ben Schwari leading the Bentley charge.
Ben in the Benmobile?
Mm-hmm. Ben in the Bentley. No Hondas are registered at this time, but we might see some at some point.
You're all so goddamn slow off the line. What the hell?
You can't go very fast on the warm-up lap.
I don't want no warm-up lap. I want chaos and pandemonium.
No, sir. The warm-up lap leads to more chaos and pandemonium when we hit that start-finish line.
I'm going to combine it into one word. It'll be candemonium.
Yeah, we're on the warm-up lap here, heading towards the start-finish line. So once we hit the start-finish line, things will be green, and the race is on. Nice to see a couple Audis up at the front there. Paul Riccobeni and Miko Watt leading the Audi Revolution. Although technically Mika is with the Santalock team, which is... We've just declared them as our main rivals. Here we go. Waiting for the green flag. Waiting for the green flag. And we will get it. Come on. Come on. Wave the flag. There we go. Green flag. We're off and racing. Dominic Turcotte in the lead from pole position. He shuts the door on Andrew Burke. Mika Watt is looking to go down the inside. And things might get messy here through the Andretti hairpin. It is always a bit rough. Oh, contact in the background between Northrup and Hurst.
Oh! Double sideways, cock block the whole field.
Indeed. Yeah, there's a big gap forming behind the top 10, more or less. So the top 10 got away clean, but after that, things are happening. Mika Watt losing a spot there to Chris Johnston and is now under attack from Guillermo Martinez in the Ferrari. Also in the mix there is Simeon Naku making a bold and aggressive move for the Cyberline Lamborghini crew.
I'd like to go out on the record and say that Burke is going to win because he has the best paint job.
Oh, okay. You're not giving it to the Golf Audi?
I just did.
That's not Burke. That's Riccobeni.
Well, somebody's in second place and it said A. Burke was in second place.
But he's in a green Ferrari.
Then the game is wrong.
The game can be actually often incorrect with the positions.
Second place will be first place if we ever see first place again, because there's apparently too many people on the list.
There are 33 people participating in this race, and it cannot show them all.
That seems like ludicrousness.
We got a drive-through penalty for John Peaches. It looks like he may have botched the start there. We'll be seeing him probably head down the pit road there. Andreas Lasudis has dropped back to 19th place behind Johnny Major and Michael Magas. A couple of Aston Martins in behind him, Rick Martel, and then it is two of the front range crew, Larry Foster and Zach Martin.
It's not really a nice thing to say about Martin. Calling him an Aston?
Oh, calling him Aston. He's driving an Aston Martin. What do you want me to do? Call it an AMR?
Maybe.
Guillermo Martinez going side by side with Mike Jeffries. And Jeffries is going to get that 9th place position off of him now in the Tempesta Ferrari for VIP Autosports. And off the track, that's Tobin and Richard Higgs, I do believe.
Dang it, Tobinder.
Tobin getting into a fight with his teammate's dad. That's not a good plan.
My dad can beat up your teammate.
And it looks like Tobin's rejoined in 15th place ahead of Mike Magas in the Bio Circle Audi for WRT. Somebody else is off. That, I think, is Mike Jeffries in the aforementioned Ferrari. And that has caused a lot of problems here. Cole McRae, Mike Magas, Ayrton Tobin, they're all stacking up behind Jeffries. And side-by-side contact between Magas and Tobin puts Tobin in the wall.
Yeah, buddy. That's what I like to see.
We throw back to Andreas Lasudis, who is hunting down Johnny Major. Actually, it might have been Johnny Major who was off there. Oh, boy.
That's impressive.
That's some interesting technology.
Most impressive.
I think that was an internet disconnection. Or
He must go. His people need him.
his people do need. Is that more epic than Javier's hyperspace flight that we had?
The wife was like, "I heard you can't pause this game."
Oh boy, Trevor Cheney battling with that is Richard Higgs, who's on a comeback drive after his off and overtakes Cheney for 25th position. Cole McRae battling with Jeffries, and that is Magas coming down the inside in the Bio Circle Audi. That was almost a 3 wide into the kink. That would have been bold in all the wrong ways.
Hello, Lola.
Justin Swan somehow in the top 10 in the Aston Martin V12. This is the older of the two Aston Martins, the one with the really, really big engine, but horribly fuel inefficient and aerodynamically struggling.
Sir, can you name the very first and possibly only, probably not, but possibly only #1 hit to be about a crossdresser?
I don't know.
That would be Lola by the Kinks.
That's what I was kind of thinking that, but I wasn't sure.
Fantastic song, also covered very successfully by Weird Al Yankovic as Yoda.
You know what? I don't think I've heard that one.
What? Yoda.
Cole McRae off the track there in the background in the yellow. Contact between teammates there. Johnny Major ahead of Larry Foster and Zach Martin, and the two front range cars getting into a little bit of a shoving match. They're right behind the two VIP cars of Major and Jeffries. Good to have Mike Jeffries and Johnny Major, the New Yorkers, back on the field with the VIP crew. So welcome back, boys. They were away for last season.
Is that because fun's been outlawed by Rudy Giuliani?
I think it was more
Again.
they just had adjusted to Assetto Corsa Cup to show, actually.
Yeah, that's probably accurate. That's right.
Somebody off the track there. Somebody is stationary at the side of the track, and I think one of the Aston Martins in the background also went off. That's the corkscrew there, one of the most difficult turns, and look at those sparks coming up as the cars bottom out.
Can we show that on YouTube? Bottoming out?
Yes, we can.
Oh, okay.
Johnny Major behind his teammate Mike Jeffries, and behind him it is Larry Foster, who I believe is the top bronze car right now in 15th place. Having an excellent run. The arch nemesis is Javier Perez-Torres and Michael Magas battling over 11th place. Former teammates, now enemies.
Wow.
I think that's for the silver lead, it looks like, because there are no silver cars in the top 10. For those who are unaware, if you look at the number plate beside everyone's name, you can tell their category. The white is the pro cars, the overall championship contenders. The silver background, or gray background, is the silver, and red is the bronze, or amateur, or whatever you want to call it. Oh, off again! That's another Lamborghini in the dirt. Might be Richard Higgs again, actually. Richard's having a bad... Oh, no, it's Wayne Hutchison. I knew it was definitely one of the Cyberline cars, but I didn't know which one. Pick up Josh McLaughlin, our Oceanic racer, our Kiwi, on the tail of Antonio Garda. So Garda, who qualified 32nd, has made his way up into 17th place. He's had a reasonable race, although he took a wrong turn at Albuquerque there, and he's going to lose that spot to McLaughlin, who we ride on board with in the Aston Martin for the ESR Academy. One of two silver options for the Academy this season. The other one is, I believe, Dave Nelson. Could be mistaken on that.
Dave 3-quarter Nelson.
Another lap in the books. I don't actually know who's leading, but I suspect it is still pole sitter Dominic Turcotte.
Not to be confused with that other Turcotte.
It'd be nice if they changed the Assetto Corsa overlay to just show you the leader at all times. That'd be nice. Just
It would be pretty handy.
Put it up there, but I know it's not Paul Riccobetti because he's in third place.
Wow.
Meantime, Johnny Major still keeping up with his teammate Mike Jeffries. Still has Larry Foster on his tail, as well as Zach Martin and the other front range Aston Martin. Then it's a third Aston Martin of McLaughlin and a fourth of Garda. The Aston Martins are actually very close together right now. There's a lot of Aston Martins in the field. It and the Mercedes were the two most popular cars on registration. Though we have a solid Ferrari, Lamborghini, and Audi grouping as well. Not too many Porsches today, only two. One of which is in the lead. That is Dominic Turcotte, leading from Burke, Riccobeni, Wentworth, Johnston, Smith, this man, Simeon Naku, Mika Wood in behind him. Then it's Martinez and Swan.
I am continually disappointed by the lack of Studebakers.
Oh, Johnny Major losing spots to both the front range cars, Foster Through and Zach Martin. Trying to think if there's anyone new to you here today, Byron. There are a couple. David Brock, I don't believe is a driver you're familiar with.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's raced on stuff I've commentated on.
I think this was his debut.
I seem to remember
Johnny Major getting
Brock
in there.
around the clock jokes.
I think, no, that was Dan Bach.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Very similar names. I will give you that.
They should form a team.
They should. The Brock and Bach combo.
They could be called Brockwurst.
Actually, one of my friends had a birthday recently, and I wished him a happy birthday as one half of the Rock and Shock connection. He's like, "You remember my video game nickname from high school?" I'm like, yes I do. Jeff Wentworth still in fourth place there in the OTL Mercedes. Very lovely car, although to be honest, we got a little bit too much black and red, in my opinion, in the Mercedes camp. Just saying.
I demand some red and black.
You guys
Just
could have
counterpoint things.
you guys could have a little bit more diversity, because I think him, Northrop, and Javier Perez Torres have very, very similar looking cars. But,
Isn't that the point? They're on team?
no, because Wentworth isn't teamed with the other two.
That's what you think. It's all collusion.
Two of them are on the Get Speed team, which consists of Chris Johnston in the yellow Mercedes up there, actually, as well as the two red ones of Javier Perez Torres and Northrop. And then OTL is made up of Jeff Wentworth and Jake Keckler.
I'm sorry, what's this about Luke Kuechly?
Keckler.
I thought he retired.
Quinn Smith having a solid run in sixth place, although he has fallen a little bit back. He was up in fourth a while ago in the, I believe, lone Lexus in the field today. Michael Magas has taken the silver lead. He's up to 11th place. Something has happened to Javier Perez Torres because he's down at 22nd now. Chris Johnston looking for a move on his fellow Mercedes of Jeff Wentworth, and Quinn Smith wants to stick his nose in there as well. They're both going to overtake Wentworth. Wow. Wentworth got it really wrong out of the final quarter there, I guess. Loses
Really made
two
it-
spots.
Really made it worth their went.
Yes. So Quinn Smith up into fifth place in the Lexus. And a couple of solo entries up there. Turcotte, Burke, Smith, Martinez, all of which do not have teams. Martinez, as usual, wingman Alfonso Chacon not racing this season. I believe he's on vacation. Possibly
Can't go on
extended
vacation. No one's allowed to go on vacation.
That might be why the vacation is so long. He was on vacation, I can't
Vacation,
come back.
i.e., got deported or like
I don't know what the deal is.
enforced vacation.
I know that Benjamin Atimien, who is missing today's race, is actually on vacation and coming back somehow. He's in Argentina, so I don't know what the situation down there is.
He and the Gauchos rolled up on the Pampas and went all higgledy-piggledy.
Looking down the field just to see if anyone's on a charge right now. I see Richard Higgs, Jake Northrup are coming through the field nicely. They're up to 18th and 19th. Dixon Hurst is back at a 23rd. One of the VIP cars, that is Johnny Major, getting overtaken by one of the front range cars. VIP versus front range might be a underreported rivalry here based on this race, because they are constantly fighting each other. Jeffries also getting past Major. That's Larry Foster at front, and then Zach Martin now overtaking Johnny Major. So Major's race just got a lot worse, dropping from 12th down to 15th. McLaughlin, we'll see if he can maybe make a move next. He's in 16th.
I want to reach out and hit that purple button.
Oh, Johnny Major getting a little overcooked into the Andretti hairpin. Opens the door. Zach Martin fighting to get around the outside of Mike Jeffries. What a run by Zach Martin up into third. Oh no, McLaughlin.
Ding!
And Major getting into it. McLaughlin is in the wall. So for the time being, looks like Front Range has gotten the better of VIP in this battle in the midfield. With Larry Foster and Zach Martin in 12th and 13th, and it is 14th and 15th for the VIP Ferraris of Jeffries and Major. Updating you on the classes, we got the podium for the overall being Turcotte, Burke, and Riccobeni. In the silver, it is Magas from Martin and Jeffries. And in the bronze, it is Larry Foster leading by a long shot over Trevor Cheney and Dixon Hurst. Somebody going into the pits there. That is Cole McRae for the Centelock Audi team. There is no mandatory pit stop here, and it looks like Ayrton Tobin is also in the pit lane, so problems for them.
Well, I don't know what to do with that Ayrton Toe Fungus guy. He's in a whole other league.
Oh no!
Oh damn!
One of the Lamborghinis there getting taken out along with Paul Riccobeni. I'm not sure who the Lambo was. I think it was Wayne Hutchison is the only one that I could think of that would have been under blue flags. So, Paul, you might have killed Wayne, and that's not nice.
You're not wrong.
Promotes Chris Johnston up into third place. That's Quinn Smith to fourth. Wentworth to fifth. Naku, Watt, Martinez, Swan. Riccobeni has rejoined in 10th place, so still in the top 10. But I imagine that car is not looking great right now. As Chris Johnston puts a lap on one of the Front Range cars. Not sure who that would be. Cole McRae rejoining the race in the background there. Simeon Naku up into 6th place now for the Cyberline crew. Not really sure why they went with that gold Lamborghini, to be honest. I think they were just much
gold
nicer.
Lamborghinis are cool.
But there's like gold Mercedes around here too. There's actually a lot of gold in
Mercedes
in the season.
is.
Actually,
They're weird.
It's the most popular car in the field.
They're weird, and people who drive them are weird.
Antonio Garda's up in his 16th place, so he's having a great run. He started 32nd. He's made up 16 places. Next on his list is Johnny Major, and in behind him it is Richard Higgs and Jake Northrup.
Juanito Mayor.
You miss saying Juanito Mayor, didn't you?
Yeah, a little bit. I haven't got to say it in a while.
Well, welcome back, Juanito.
See,
You need to make
unfortunately, you're gonna have to stand on Garda for the.
You need to send us your details for pro wrestler there, Johnny. We'll make Juanito Mayor a thing. The wrestling team. So the battle for 15th place.
93rd place
between Johnny Major, Antonio Garda, Richard Higgs, and Jake Northrup.
What about Jake Northrup Drummond?
I need a Jake Southrup, just for that rivalry to happen. Really good day for the Front Range crew. They've come through nicely. They're up to 12th, 13th, and 16th. That's pretty decent. Paul Riccobeni has dropped out of the top 10. He is now in 11th place behind teammate Michael Magas. And Audi's chances for a podium, I think, have faded with that heavy contact for the WRT team leader and reigning 3D Speed champion, Paul Riccobeni.
Maggle! We commentaried on Friday, Maggle.
There is Michael Magas up ahead in the Bio Circle WRT Audi.
So much faster than Paul. I don't know how good you got this good so fast.
So much faster. I mean, really, it's just Paul's gotten really, really lazy. Underreported. Michael Magas is having a great day. Started 23rd. He's up to 10th.
Tell me more of this young hot racer, Maggle Magas.
Well, he's improving. He has some plans to improve his rig setup, which will hopefully lead to less discomfort during the races.
Excellent. And you won't have to hunch your shoulders quite so much.
He does have a new knee brace, which is helping out. That's good.
Very attractive. You can hang fuzzy dice off it.
I don't think I could. Let's see. Where could I? I mean, that would be off the microphone stand, I'd imagine. So they are quite a ways back of Justin Swan, and that again, that V12 Aston Martin doing really, really well there for the 760 car of Justin Swan and the ESR Academy leader.
Not gonna lie, every time Justin Swan comes up in conversation, all I can think about is a movie called The Phantom of the Paradise.
Interesting.
And there's
no offense to Matt Howell, but I'm not really sure why we picked him up there. He wasn't battling with anybody.
It's all about fairness.
Equal opportunity screen time, I guess.
the bad guy in the movie is Swan. That's the whole name, Swan.
I mean, if we're going to go with characters named Swan, I'm definitely going to think of the Warriors.
That's also possible.
Come out and play.
But Swan in Phantom of the Paradise lives in a mansion that he calls the Swanage.
Okay.
And I find it very amusing. It's a good movie. I like the movie. It's a musical based on Faust.
Okay, I'm down with that. As Riccobeni goes past Magas. I feel that was a team orders there. Letting Riccobeni through.
Wow.
Richard Higgs looking back at Jake Northrup. They're coming through the field still. They've overtaken Johnny Major, who's fallen back to 19th, so something may have happened to Major. Larry Foster, the bronze leader at the moment.
Did something major happen to him?
Oh, gotta love the puns.
Couldn't help it.
Larry Foster doing really well with that bronze rating. He got downgraded from silver after last season, and it looks like he took that personally. And he's out here to prove people wrong. Kind of like that bullet that, took people saying nothing could stop them personally during the riots. Oh.
Hey-oh.
He is about 3.5 seconds behind Magas. We'll see if he can close the gap. Coming up to a timing strip here. We'll see if that has grown. It shrunk a little, about a tenth. So he might be coming through. Corkscrew there. He didn't bottom out in the corkscrew. That'll help him a lot, actually. Oh, somebody off the track there. I think that is David Brock, actually.
Back when then Brock rockin' beats.
In the Frickadelli Porsche.
Somebody order some beef and Brock.
Somebody's still in the pit lane there. Didn't quite make out who it was. Larry Foster, solid run, 12th place, well ahead of the next highest bronze car, which is Trevor Cheney, in 21st position. Guillermo Martinez up in 8th place, trailing Miko Watt and Simeon McHugh, and it looks like Jeff Wentworth in that mix as well. Or no, that's got to be a lap car there. That's an Aston Martin. Probably Matt Howell would be my guess.
Thurston Howell the Fourth.
That's a good name.
It's the name of a musician.
I'm aware. As, looks like Matt getting out of the way there, obeying blue flags and letting this three-way fight continue.
Howell's moving cast iron racing mobile.
Ooh, nice. One of the Academy cars there in the background. That might be Justin Swan, actually, who is running in 9th place. Josh McLaughlin in the pit lane. That's not good. And further back, we ride with Cole McRae, who is getting out of the way under some blue flags there. One of the VIP Ferraris and one of the front range Aston Martins making their way through. Bad day for Cole. We saw him in the pits earlier. 27th position right now. Only ahead of Ayrton Tobin, who I think is out of this race effectively, and David Brock. We've lost a couple of cars already. We know we saw Andreas Lasudis leave the race and possibly the planet.
Cole McRae's car makes me want a banana split.
A little bit. Don't blame you. Maybe a banana milkshake?
Well, maybe. It's been a while since I had some banana ice cream based type shenanigans. Probably make that happen. I'm an adult.
Oh boy!
Lord have
Hit
mercy.
the curb a little hard there into the corkscrew there, my friend.
Perhaps you had an ice cream headache.
Oof. Let's see, is the car damaged? It looked like it was really slow there. Mike Jeffries and the VIP crew on the tail of Larry Foster. Really would like to get past that bronze car that is currently disregulated. Rick Martel up ahead. Do not let Rick Martel's similar coloring to the other Aston Martins fool you. He's not actually on the same team as them. They just have very similar cars.
I'm telling you, man, it's all collusion. They're all on the same team.
All right, they're not officially on the same team.
This race is all communist. They're all on the same team.
They are catching up to Mike Magas, so this could be an interesting showdown for 11th place. As Rick Martel does get out of the way there of the front range VIP battle. Jeffries down the inside of Larry Foster gets the job done, and that is 12th place. Will Foster allow teammate Zach Martin through? Theoretically, the senior partner in this arrangement. There's Antonio Garda still making his way through. That is a lapped car ahead of him. Cole McRae makes his way through. He's got Richard Higgs on his tail. So he's gotten past Higgs, who's got a little bit of damage there. You can see the bonnet is slightly ajar. I love this camera view of the Corkscrew, man. That's not remotely what you really don't get that opinion, that look at that turn in the car. It just looks like a cliff.
I think they stole that idea from one of my Trackmania tracks.
Well, it's been there longer than your
No.
Trackmania career. I would love it if the auto director gave us an onboard at some point of the Corkscrew. It's an amazing turn. Not really sure why we picked up Jeff Wentworth here, but hey, Jeff, smile for the camera. Making his way through here to the actually coming into the Corkscrew, I do believe. Yeah, that is the Corkscrew there. Through he goes. Running in a solid 5th position for the OTL crew. Second Mercedes in the field. Chris Johnston up ahead of him. Guillermo Martinez has suddenly found himself in 6th place. I wonder how that happened. He's gotten past Mika Watt and Simeon Naku. And Watt has also gotten past Naku. So I do wonder if Naku and Watt may have come to blows. That is Johnny Major being given the blue flag. Well, you were saying something there, Byron?
What?
What did you say?
What?
Isaac. Jeff Wentworth making his way past lapped traffic. And has more lap traffic coming up. That's Trevor Cheney in the older Mercedes model. Whoa, Johnny Major. That's not the track, sir. It's not the track.
Could be.
Larry.
Interpretation.
Larry Foster still had a teammate, Zach Martin, so it doesn't look like the front range crew has put any kind of orders in play here. They're on the tail of Mike Jeffries, who himself is battling with Michael Magas. Has gotten past Magas. See how that battle progresses for 11th place. 2 Aston Martins on the tail of the Ferrari and the Audi. Let's see what Magas can do here. He seems to have lost a lot of pace. He's been dropping back to this crew for a while. Well back of Paul Riccobeni now.
I think it's time to pit stop and put on the impenetrable tires.
Indeed. Paul Riccobeni on the tail of Justin's what? That was Martinez that must have been off at the side of the road there, because he's dropped down to 10th place. So Guillermo Martinez has hit trouble. And that has promoted Naku, Swan, and Riccobeni each a spot. Riccobeni would like to make it another one as he chases down Justin Swan in the V12. The V12 is the oldest car on the track. From back in 2013, I do believe.
You know, if you borrow one of my shotguns, you could definitely shoot that Swan down.
One of the VIP Ferrari. I think that's Mike Jeffries going very slowly. It is. Mike Magas, Larry Foster, Zach Martin all overtaking him. Nico What? Looking back at Simeon Naku, Audi versus Lamborghini. I think that's some lap traffic up ahead of him. So it looks like Jeffries is okay. He's back on the tail of the front range, guys. Right on Zach Martin's bumper. We'll see if he can get back through. He's got pace. Qualified top 10 today. So running in 14th is not what he wants. Especially being in 3rd place in the silver after being the top qualifier. Well, now behind Magas and Martin, who qualified, I think, notably further back. Like he might have been thinking about forcing it into the Corkscrew there, but thought better of it.
Is Alibaba Group anything like AliExpress?
I have no idea. Probably though. Somehow. I feel like. Guys enjoy the sounds of the Aston Martin V8 Vantage, driven by Zach Martin. As we move back up into Justin Swan, so they both have gotten past Simeon Naku. So Naku has slipped back to 9th place, behind Swan and Riccobeni. Riccobeni on the comeback, was looking at a podium, messed it up, and is now back up into 8th place. Meantime, Turcotte still leading from Burke and Quinn Smith.
Did you just drop all of your Percocets?
No, that was a cap for a pop-up.
I don't believe you, but go on.
Why would I lie about that?
I don't know. Maybe we should ask your
drug dealer
officer. I don't know why my brain just blanked for like 2 seconds, like, Say the thing you were gonna say.
I was like, you're either going with parole officer or drug dealer. I mean, it's a 1 or 2 chance. It's a 1 in 2 chance.
Correct.
Michael Magas catching up to some lapped traffic there. It looks like one of the Aston Martins off the track, probably Matt Howell. He's got a little bit of a lead now on the front range guys who are battling with VIP Autosports' Mike Jeffries. It looks like it's gone really badly for the other VIP car, Johnny Major, no longer shown in the top 23. Magas set a solid run from 23rd on the grid to 11th, and the top silver car right now. What do you think of the BioCircle livery, Byron?
Is that the one you got on there?
Yep.
Too much white, green's not dark enough, and it smells like bleach.
Darker green would be nicer.
Yeah.
A little bit less white, but you work with what you got.
Yeah, it's not too bad. It does make me think of like a weed whacker or something.
Cutting across the Corkscrew.
It's fine, it's fine.
Doing no favors for the underbelly of the car. As Jeffries has got... Oh, I was just complimenting Jeffries. He'd gotten past Foster and then loses control of the car. As we pick up... We have not seen Javier Perez Torres in a while. He's in 18th place. For the Get Speed crew. It's Cole McRae ahead of him, so that's lap traffic. Anyone you'd like to nominate here with 6.5 minutes to go for driver of the day, Byron? Perhaps the race leader, Dominic Derksen.
No, that'd be too easy. I mean, possibly those two guys. The two that are up front, I believe, have stayed up front for the entire race. I mean,
True. Derksen and Burke have been very dominant today.
But I would also like to point out Ayrton Tobin for that thing.
You mean sitting in the pit lane?
Yeah.
Okay. On board with Chris Johnston in 4th place. He's looking to try to track. Well, not really. He's like 10 seconds behind the podium, so I think the podium's fairly set up right now. Burke, Turcotte, and Gwynn Smith. What order they'll be in, still debatable. As we pick up through the course. Whoa! I think that was Larry Foster well off the track there as Zach Martin tries to hunt down Michael Magas. They're coming up to Magas' teammate Dixon Hurst at the moment. And Hurst's car, I think, has seen better days. Had some heavy damage on that car. So it's Martin versus Magas for the top step on the silver podium. And possibly 11th place.
How possible?
Less than 5 minutes to go. Mika Watt sliding down the order.
What?
Down to 9th place. Oh, down to 10th place, actually. In fact, that is him up ahead. He's moving very slowly. Something has happened to Mika Watt. As well as, I believe, Justin Swan. Both of them have dropped back into this fight with Magas and Martin. So forget 11th place. Magas and Martin smell top 10.
It smells like napalm.
Having never smelled napalm, I cannot comment.
I've never smelled official napalm, but I made some sticky gas once.
If it smells anything like Axe body spray napalm, I don't want it.
Yeah, it probably does, actually.
How do I know the smells of the various Axe body sprays? We use them to light shit on fire in high school all the time.
Hell yeah. We use bug spray because it's funny.
Larry Foster moving past Dixon Hurst there. That is just a blue flag observance. Foster's still running very well. Top bronze driver in 13th place. He's having a great day. And Mike Jeffries behind him is now got a couple of blue flag cars in the way, so including one of Foster's teammates, Matt Howell. So Foster's in a good place. I think that's Matt Howell anyways. Apologies if I misidentify any cars. A couple of them are... Obviously, some of the teammate liveries are very, very similar. So Justin Swan ahead of Mika Watt, Michael Magas, who we ride... Oh, are we going to go through the corkscrew? Might be. This is the kink. And the kink is followed by the corkscrew. Oh, no. We're going to go back outside the car.
The kinkajou?
I was really hoping we get an onboard through the kink at some point, but it's not happened yet. Zach Martin looks impatient, but Magas closing the door through Rainy Curve. A little bit of damage on Magas' front end, but nothing too significant. Mika Watt's Audi has seen better days, though, I must say. As they approach, that is David Brock in the Frickadelli Porsche up ahead. As he goes very wide into the Andretti hairpin to let everybody through. Good job. I'm a little surprised Justin Swan's not been able to pull away here. His car looks intact, whereas Watts appears to be damaged. And of course, they were running well ahead of Magas and Martin for most of this race. I would say all of this race, frankly, until the last couple of laps. And the fact that they've not managed to gap the two silver cars is a little surprising. As Justin Swan very off the track there, and he's going to lose 3 spots. Watts through, Magas is through, and Martin is through. Dominic Turcotte, race leader. Andrew Burke in his rear view. Ferrari versus Porsche. Is there a more classic matchup than that?
Yes.
What would that be?
Studebaker versus Daihatsu.
Oh, okay. Now we're cooking with gas.
Actually, they ran on coal.
One of the Tango Mercedes is getting out of the way there. All right, last lap. Dominic Turcotte in the lead in the Porsche Dynamic Motorsports car versus the Ferrari of Andrew Burke. I think it'll be one of these two men who take home victory unless they come to blows.
You're saying they might blow each other?
I was thinking more of like a punching thing, but I mean, it could be. Oh, Dixon Hurst in the wall. I mean,
wow, you gotta make it sexual. That's weird.
I mean, they could take a vacuum cleaner to each other as well. As David Brock getting out of the way there of the battle for the lead. He doesn't want to interfere with this under blue flags. Although Quinn Smith's coming on strong. That Lexus has made up a ton of ground. It is all over Burke. And it's allowed, or assisted perhaps. Oh no! Quinn Smith taps the back of Andrew Burke and both spin out. I think Dominic Turcotte is now home free. He's just got a little bit. He's got about the third sector to go. And I believe this would be his first ESR victory. I could be mistaken. I don't think he took a win last season, although he did very, very well. And it is a victory for the Porsche 911-2 in the hands of Dominic Turcotte. One of the Aston Martins at the side of the road there. Turcotte is your winner. If we could get the camera onto the battle for second place, that would be appreciated. Come on, camera guy. You're gonna love my nuts. Chris Johnston takes second place, so Burke and Smith have knocked themselves off the podium. Jeff Wentworth comes across the line in third place, so a double Mercedes podium. Very nice. Quinn Smith comes home in fourth position, ahead of Andrew Burke, so the Lexus gets the better of it, but I suspect Quinn Smith, just because of the angle we had there, it was contact from the behind into the corkscrew. I don't imagine Quinn Smith's going to avoid an investigation on that, so we'll see what happens. Ride with Trevor Chaney across the line as he takes home 20th place. Good run for him.
Very solid. One thing I've learned, the investigators can be bribed. I've never been charged with anything yet.
Rick Martel coming home in 21st position. There is Michael Jeffries coming home behind Larry Foster in 14th place. Paul Riccobeni is stopped at the side of the road. Mike Jeffries is going to park it in the sand. Probably not happy with that run, to be honest. I thought he was in for something better. Qualified in the top 10. Josh McLaughlin, 22nd place, shown for the Kiwi for the ESR Academy team. And the usual parking lot coming up here at turn 1.
I'm in favor.
As the two Santa Lock Audis are doing a little celebration there. I don't know why Cole McRae is so happy. He's down in 26th place.
Finished the race, man. Can't say that about Tofungus.
He did. It's a low bar, though, when Victory Donuts come in for just finishing the race. Alrighty. We won't get a good result page here. It's a bit of a downside of a set, of course, in that regard. So I will just grab the race app page here to give us the full rundown. All right, your race winner, Dominic Turcotte from Chris Johnston, Jeff Wentworth, Quinn Smith, Andrew Burke, Simeon Naku, Guillermo Martinez, Paul Riccobeni, Mika Watt, Michael
What?
Magas, your top 10. Michael Magas is your silver winner from Zach Martin and Michael Jeffries. And in the bronze category, Larry Foster takes the win ahead of Trevor Cheney and Rick Martell. And that's more or less the standings as they stand because, well, this was the first race of the season. Penalties are still to be applied. But at the moment, I'll give you a rundown of the team's championship as of the end of round 1. Come on, Race App, you gotta load faster than this. Get Speed, the team of Chris Johnson, Javier Perez Torres, and Jake Northrup lead the way with 101 points out of WRT Audi. That is Paul Riccobeni, Michael Magas, Dixon Hurst, and John Picha on 81 points. Front Range United, consisting of Zach Martin, Larry Foster, Matt Howell, and Antonio Garda, third place with 80 points. 65 for the Cyberline crew. That's the returning team of Richard Higgs, Simeon Naku, and Wayne Hutchinson. 58 points for Jeff Wentworth and Jake Keckley for OTL Racing. The ESR Academy team in 6th with 51 points. That is Josh McLaughlin, Dave Nelson, Justin Swan, and Andreas Lasudis. Santa Lock scores 41 points. That's Mika Watt and Cole McRae. VIP Auto Sports in 8th place. That is the New York Combination, the New York Connection, Johnny Major and Michael Jeffries. Cheney Brothers, 9th place. That's Seth and Trevor Cheney. And bringing up the top 10 edge is Tango, Aka ASP Mercedes, Juan Borji, Guillermo Taylor, and Benjamin Atamian have 7 points. No points today for Team CT by Emil Frey. That is Ayrton Tobin and Matt Hicks. Byron, do you have any final thoughts for the people?
I just want to go flex gold on my teeth and on my neck.
Alrighty then. Sounds good. We will be back with more 3D speed action in round 2, and the track for that will be Brands Hatch. Our other stuff on the horizon for commentary, we've got a touring car series coming up in a race room racing experience, and we will be doing live commentary on January 28th. More details to come on that later. And also we got the Enduro coming up on the... Actually, I think the Enduro's on the 28th. How are we going to do commentary? And I'm going to do the Enduro. That's going to be... Okay, well, we'll think about that. We'll stick a pin in it.
We're not going to do both at the same time?
That would be hard. That would be really hard.
I mean, your boy Stoffmill doesn't.
Stoffmill is an alien and maybe a machine, sir. By the way, Mike Stoffmill is due up on the ESR Racers Corner for an interview, so that'll be, I think, enlightening.
Ask him why he's so Belgian.
I will not do that. Anyways, we're signing off.